Elon says the Cybertruck can be produced up to 500,000 vehicles per year. I got my own thoughts on this, but let's see what the Techno King has to say himself.
We'll start production later this year. We'll start handing over cars later this year. There will be an S-curve of production, so it'll be slow at first, and then ramping up. And I guess we'll see what the demand is like.
Short term, only beginning.
So we're likely to do probably 250,000 a year, I think, maybe more.
That's my guess.
Very much dependent on
250,000 is my guess as well in 2024, 2025. But let's see what he's gonna say.
On what the demand is like, and
demand's gonna be crazy.
And but I'd say it's 250,000 a year is a reasonable guess
In the beginning, at least.
And it might be 500,000. I don't know, but
500,000 if needed. But I don't think that's enough. And I'll tell you why. Let's first take a look at the current trucks being sold globally, or at least in the US. Let's look at Ford 150. About 700,000 of them were sold in 2021. That's a lot of trucks. Elon said about 500,000 of the Cybertrucks at the max, but Ford 150 is selling about 700,000. Ram is selling about 500,000, and the Chevy Silverado, same thing, around the 500,000 to US alone, because US is the only market that's, trucks really matter at the moment. But 250 to 500,000 in the beginning, okay. But I think over time, when people realize that, wait a minute, with this Cybertruck, I can turn it into an RV, I can take it to campsites, I can do barbecue on it, I can light up my whole house with it. It's not just a car anymore. Imagine the current F-150 truck plus all the other things I just mentioned. It's gonna be more than a flippin' truck. And if the price becomes the same price of an F-150, around 40,000, maybe even less, 30,000, and you got full self-driving on top of that, why would you want to get an F-150? Why do you want to, it blows my mind that, staying between 250,000 to 500,000 is the ideal. No, it's not. It's not. Long term, I think Cybertruck is probably going to be on par with Model 3 and Model Y in terms of production today, which are close to 1 million right now. I don't think underestimating Cybertruck is a good thing to do, but staying conservative, it is. And I think that's what Elon is doing right now. He's staying conservative, saying between 250,000, max 500,000. But he also said they'll make as much as they need. So if the demand goes to like 1 million, and right now there's 1.5 million vehicles reserved, just Cybertruck alone. So demand is there. Demand is already there, but look how much demand is going to be there once it's on the road, and your friend gets one, your friend tells you about it, you get to drive in it, and a construction company sees it. It's game over. It's absolutely game flipping over. And I only say it's game over because you can do more than just work with it. Construction, moving one thing to another. You can do so many things with it.
We'll make as many as people want and can afford,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Like I said, it's going to be hard to make the cost of affordable because it is a new car, new manufacturing method.
That's only the beginning, maybe 6 months up to a year max. Then it's going to start, economy of scale. We already know how that works.
So, in the grand scheme of things, relative to the production rate of all the other cars we make, it will be small.
Again, he's underestimating here. I don't think it's going to be small. I really don't think. I think Cybertruck is going to be a massive hit. So it's very clear what Elon is trying to do. He's trying to lowball Cybertruck. He knows that the stock price has been taking a beating. And he also knows that he's being watched by a lot of institutional investors. So I think that's why he's saying very conservative. Like earlier, he's saying that the compact car and the 2 new products coming out, which is the compact vehicles, 5 million combined together. Are you kidding me? No, that's very conservative. So with the Cybertruck, I think he's playing it very smart here, because we both know that once it's on the road, you already have 1.5 million vehicles, Cybertrucks reserved. Over 1 million reserved, my man. You want to only say 250 and a small portion? Come on, man. Give me a flippin' break.